Did you know that hundreds of thousands of ancient manuscripts were hidden beneath the sands of Timbuktu, revealing a history of African scholarship deliberately erased from Western narratives? Welcome to Book and Documentary Reviews, where we delve into the stories that shape our world. Today, we are breaking down essential documentaries that illuminate African history, revealing not only tales of resilience and resistance but also the enduring legacy of exploitation. We will explore how these narratives challenge conventional understandings and connect the past to the present. Our journey begins with a fierce queen who defied colonial powers. Queen Njinga, a 17th-century warrior queen of Ndongo and Matamba, in present-day Angola, stood as a bulwark against Portuguese colonization. The Netflix documentary, African Queens, Njinga, directed by Ziz Gamboa and narrated by Jada Pinkett Smith, brings her story to life through expert interviews and dramatic reenactments. Njinga's resistance wasn't just a military campaign, it was a challenge to the European narrative of superiority. She forged alliances, mastered diplomatic strategies, and led her people with unwavering resolve. Her story is a testament to the power of female leadership and the enduring spirit of resistance against oppression. Moving from the battlefield to the realm of intellect, we uncover the Timbuktu manuscripts. These hundreds of thousands of ancient texts, hidden for centuries, represent a treasure trove of African knowledge, covering subjects from mathematics and astronomy to law and medicine. Documentaries featuring figures like Aminata Fona have shed light on this suppressed intellectual history. The existence of these manuscripts directly contradicts the Dark Continent myth, revealing a sophisticated pre-colonial African society that valued learning and scholarship. Imagine the impact if these texts had been integrated into mainstream education. What perspectives would have shifted? Our exploration continues with the Ethiopian Revolution of 1974, a pivotal moment that overthrew Emperor Haile Selassie and reshaped the nation's political landscape. The documentary, Finding Sally, offers a personal glimpse into this tumultuous period, focusing on an aristocrat who became a communist rebel. This revolution wasn't just a change of power, it was a struggle against deep-seated class inequalities. Finding Sally reveals the complexities of this struggle, highlighting the sacrifices and disappearances that mark this era. It's a reminder that African history is not a monolith, but a tapestry of diverse experiences and ideologies. No discussion of African history is complete without confronting the brutal legacy of slavery. The documentary, Africa to America, The Odyssey of Slavery, marks the 400th anniversary of the first Africans landing in North America, a grim reminder of a system that extracted unimaginable wealth through the suffering of millions. This documentary connects the dots between the transatlantic slave trade and contemporary issues of poverty and instability in Africa. It argues that the systematic exploitation of resources and labor during the colonial era has had a lasting impact on the continent's development. But the story doesn't end with the abolition of slavery. Modern forms of exploitation persist, often hidden from view. Consider the granite quarry in Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, where over 2,500 workers, including men, women, and children, toil under backbreaking conditions. Director Chloe Aisha Burroughs' documentary exposes the exploitation by middlemen and the workers' struggle to reclaim their wages. This is a stark reminder that the fight for economic justice is far from over. These stories are often absent from mainstream narratives, suppressed by dominant historical accounts. Why is it that pre-colonial African scholarship is rarely taught in Western education systems? Why are the voices of mixed-race individuals, grappling with the psychological impact of colonialism, often silenced? The UNESCO's General History of Africa project was created to counter this gap, but much work remains to be done. We must actively seek out and amplify these suppressed narratives. The documentaries we've discussed today are not just historical accounts, they are calls to action. They remind us that the past is never truly past, and that the struggles of yesterday continue to shape the realities of today. The resilience and strength of the African people, their determination to reclaim their cultural heritage, and their ongoing fight for economic justice are all testaments to the enduring power of the human spirit. As we conclude this breakdown, I urge you to seek out these documentaries and engage with the primary sources that tell these stories. Let us challenge conventional narratives and embrace a more complete and nuanced understanding of African history. Only then can we begin to address the injustices of the past and build a more equitable future. The story of Africa is still being written, and it's up to us to ensure that all voices are heard. The legacy of Queen Njinga lives on in every act of resistance against oppression. The wisdom of the Timbuktu manuscripts continues to inspire scholars and researchers. The spirit of the Ethiopian revolution reminds us that change is always possible. And the fight for economic justice in places like Ouagadougou is a reminder that the struggle continues. So, what actions will you take to learn more about the complexities of African history?